Imagine waking to the sharp crack of metal at 2 a.m., your heart pounding like a drum in a silent suburb where peace is just code for petty tyranny. That's what hit me, Alex, the guy everyone's whispered about as the troublemaker, ever since I dared plant wildflowers instead of HOA-approved grass. But tonight, the real villain was slinking through my yard. None other than Gloria Hargrove, our plump HOA queen, bolt cutters glinting under her flashlight like she was auditioning for a bad spy thriller. I grabbed my phone, eyes glued to the security app I'd installed after her last inspection. Find me for a bird feeder that disrupted aesthetic harmony. There she was, huffing and puffing, her floral blouse straining as she attacked my gate chain. For the community's sake, she muttered to herself, as if vandalizing my property was some noble quest. I hit record, slipped on sweats, and crept downstairs, my blood boiling but my mind cool as ice. I'd been waiting for her to slip up. By the time I flipped on the floodlights, she was mid-snip, frozen like a deer in a spotlight, cutters dangling comically from her chubby fingers. "Gloria," I drawled, stepping out with my phone raised. "Midnight landscaping? That's a new low, even for you." She straightened up, plastering on that fake sweet smile, pearls clinking like warning bells. "Oh, Alex, you startled me. I was just ensuring compliance. Your gate's a hazard. Could snag a child's bike tire." I snorted. "At 2 a.m.? With tools from the hardware store's burglar special aisle? I've got it all on tape, lady." Her eyes darted, but she puffed up. "As president, I have authority to inspect. It's in the bylaws, page 47, section 3. For order and safety." Yeah, right, order meaning her iron-fisted rules that turned our cozy cul-de-sac into a pressure cooker of nonsense fines. She didn't bolt. Instead, she followed me inside when I waved her in, still clutching those cutters like a toddler with a toy. I cued the footage on my laptop, her face paling as she watched herself play suburban saboteur. "This is trespassing, vandalism, hell, destruction of property," I said, forwarding it to Deputy Ramirez, who lived blocks away and once got slapped with her unauthorized lemonade stand fine for his kid. Gloria's voice cracked, all pretense crumbling. "We can resolve this amicably. I'm upholding standards. Think of the property values." I leaned in, smirking. "Standards? Like how you find Mrs. Patel for her mailbox being too ethnic? Save it." That's when I spotted the envelope peeking from her bag, stuffed with doctored surveys, redrawing my lot lines to gobble up my backyard for community green space. "What's this?" I snatched it. "Fraudulent maps? You're stealing land now," she stammered. "It's preliminary planning for a playground, benefiting everyone." The irony hit like a punchline. Her benefiting meant lining her pockets. Deputy Ramirez arrived in minutes, badge gleaming under my porch light. "Evening, MS. Care to explain the cutters and these phony docs?" She blustered. "Officer, this is HOA business, protecting the neighborhood from nonconformists like him." But as he cuffed her, her empire unraveled. Turns out, those maps were part of a bigger scam. Fake invoices to her cousin's ghost company, siphoned fines into her account, even rigged elections to stay in power. Neighbors' texts flooded in, Chelsea exposing embezzled dues, old Mr. Ellis sharing emails of her threats. The DA dug deep, freezing assets, charging fraud, conspiracy, the works. Weeks later, our peaceful suburb breathed free. We ditched the HOA for a real community council, transparent votes replacing her decrees. Gloria, behind bars, her authority reduced to prison yard gossip. No more absurd rules choking the life out of us. Kids played without fear of fines, gardens bloomed wild. But here's the kicker. Was Gloria the real villain? Or just the bloated face of a system that lets petty tyrants rule our backyards?